The United States Supreme Court gutted the Voting Rights Act that many people bled and died for in order to protect the rights of minority voters. When I woke up on April 29th, 2026, I was a United States citizen. By the time I went to bed that same day, I was a United States resident. I did not renounce my allegiance to the United States. The United States renounced its allegiance to me and millions of people like me. United States Supreme Court struck down a redistricting map before it from the state of Louisiana that was adding one additional congressional district that was comprised of majority African Americans. And the court struck it down, saying it was racial gerrymandering. Although previously it upheld a redistricting map from Texas that the state legislature drew up in the middle of a decade as opposed to after the next census. And it added up to 5 additional Republican congressional districts. The Supreme Court said that that map was legal partisan redistricting. So what it did, it opened the door for every state, if it so choose, to redraw their congressional district maps to divide, break up, and even eliminate minority representation in Congress by redrawing the maps to weaken the effect of minority votes by diluting them, by drawing the lines that included enough Republican-leaning voters to make the minority votes null and void. So the prospect of minority communities, not just African American, but Latino and others, not having representation in Congress, particularly in the southern states, is greatly enhanced. Matter of fact, one state postponed an election to give them time to redraw the maps to favor Republican candidates. So that's why I say I woke up a resident, because residents, for example, immigrants that are here legally, can't vote. So they have to live by the rules and the laws set by everyone else that is here that has the right to vote. So in a sense, people like me may not have representation in Congress because our vote has been drowned and diluted and made, in many cases, null and void, not naturally, but legislatively. So I want to encourage African Americans, Latinos, and everyone else that feel that they may have been marginalized throughout history to vote like your life depends on it come this November, to have a chance to reverse some of this, because the power that allowed this to happen is not in the presidency or, national. It's local, it's state, it's the governors, it's the state legislatures. Those are the people that control this and can redraw the maps. Now, California and Virginia did the same thing on the Democratic side, but that was voted on by the people in elections to decide to do this. These other states are just doing it just because they can, because they have the legislature doing it and the governors doing it. So I want everyone, particularly younger folks that look like me, to vote. Vote with the interest and the energy you're using to think about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson relationship. Because guess what? When you vote, you don't have to buy a ticket to a concert or a basketball game. You don't have to pay for parking. Voting is free. So let's go exercise our right to vote. And I'm going to say something that I never thought I would say. We shall overcome.